So, Vinny, can you try to answer that question?
So why it's so important that the consciousness is arising and passing every moment? It's important to us. No matter if we see or not, if we know or not, it's important.
Yeah.
What if it's not? What if it's not arising and passing every moment, but it's just lasts forever?
Yeah, think about that. Yes, that's the way how you answer that question.
Because if it's not arising and passing every moment, then we are not growing. We are not growing, and also, so we cannot enjoy growing up. Changing from a baby into an adult, and also we cannot enjoy the suffering of aging.
We cannot enjoy suffering of aging. Continue. You're getting there. You're not really there yet.
If it's not changing, it's not like arising and passing. So we're just freezing.
You're just what?
Yeah, everything just freezing, like no change. The whole world cannot exist the way it is.
Very well. So now let's get back to the reality, how the things are, and now see if you can appreciate appreciate the way the things are. So, because the mind changes every moment.
Yes.
Now you said, what would happen if the mind doesn't change every moment, if the mind is stuck? Now, suppose that we are back in the reality and we accept that the mind is changing every moment, and therefore, what are the benefits? What are the reasons that it's so important for us?
So with that reality, then the whole world can actually moving, like even the thing with the consciousness, like 4 elements, even the air, the stone, all the elements out there can actually keep changing, and the world can change even upward or downward. And because of that arising and passing, then we can be born. Doesn't matter if you want it or not, but we can be born, reborn, grow up, aging, sickness, all that kind of living things. Doesn't matter if you like it or not, but that's how it can happen. Without the arising and passing, it cannot happen, and we cannot even exist.
That's right. And this is the explanation that needs to be given to the students who cannot see the arising, passing moments of the consciousness. Now you have hopefully realized how practical and how immediate, that means here and now, is this nature of the arising, passing moment. It's only thanks to the fact that the moment that the mind arises, passes, that there are these moments, that we can actually know things, that we can realize things, that we can notice things, that we can think about things, that we can in any way get into contact with anything at all. It's this contact that's available only if the previous contact is gone. So you get a contact, and thanks to the fact that the contact is gone, you can have another one. Suppose you have a contact in the eye. Now, because the contact is gone, you can have another contact in the eye. Suppose that in the eye, you have the contact, for example, that you see a bottle. Okay. But now, let's say that an ant comes on the bottle. So you need to make another contact to see the ant on the bottle. Because if you still keep the contact with the bottle, then you do not see anything else than just the bottle. You're stuck. You need to remove that contact and see the reality again anew. A-N-E-W, anew. So that you make the new contact with like a refresh, a refresh of what's going on, update. And then you need to remove that again so that you can update again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. So that this way, as you're updating and updating, refreshing, you can know what's going on now. You're not stuck in the past. And so for anybody who finds it difficult to see the present moment of consciousness, I personally would advise them to notice the fact that they can notice, that they are not stuck at one situation, that they always update their knowledge. Just keeping the eyes open may help you see, things are actually updated every moment. And how staccato, that means how uncontinuous is this updating. It is pretty continuous. So if it is pretty continuous, then that means that these moments of the update are very, very fast. And that's why the update seems to be continuous. So for example, I take a bottle, and now how do you see the bottle traveling from one hand to my hand? Do you see slow update? No, you see it continuously, right? How did it happen? How can you see it continuously? Because your mind updates so fast that it looks continuously. It's not, staccato. It is continuous. You see that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Amazing. So when you explain this to your students, I'm sure that it will help, because they will realize, so all the time, whether you meditate, whether you not meditate, always our mind must update every single moment, and these moments are very, very short. Okay, today scientists believe that it's something about 24 frames per second for eye, but I did not hear yet how much it is for ear. But for eye, it's definitely at least 24. But I have heard of so-called refresh rate in displays. And computer displays have I have written it somewhere actually in my notes. Let me see. We are recording it, so this probably is useful. So the thing is that different monitors, like the screen that you connect to your computer, that they have different refresh rate. Why does that matter? Here it is. Humans perceive flicker artifacts at 500 hertz. 500 hertz, that's 500 in a second. So not 24 anymore. So we are able to see at least 24, but maybe even up to 500. So that's a pretty fast refresh rate. So every moment needs to be totally new so that we can see that. So that we can see that there is something new. Flicker means that it appears and disappears. So there was a change. How would you notice it if you do not update? You need to update. But where do you want to keep the previous moment while you are updating? It needs to go away so that you can have full understanding of the new moment. Is it clear what I'm saying? The previous moment must be totally gone so that the new moment can be fully accepted. As soon as you have the previous moment, then the new moment would be affected. And it is not. The experience is not like that. Maybe it could be, but it's not like the nature is not like that. Every moment we just see the full screen. Sometimes, however, that happened to me today. I but I played with this a little bit more when I was younger. So it can, what we can do, for example, we look at a very bright light and then we move somewhere else. And there we get in the vision a little bit, of a remnant of the bright light. So then you can see like circles or lines and so on based on the shape of the bright light when you move your sight somewhere else. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yes. So as you can see there, you could say, well, maybe it's not updated. It's actually fully updated, because what you see is actually the different picture, but it is affected by a condition. And this condition is also updated. How do I prove to you that the condition is updated? Because it's temporary. After some time, you will actually see that you do not see the remnant of that light. It gradually disappears. Or you can close your eyes and open them and you will see that it's gone. So if there was not update every single moment, it would not be possible to disappear. You would have to ask, wait, why would there not be update for these 2 seconds, but it would be for the yes, but it would be there for the third second if it is not updated. It's gradually updated. All the time it's changing. So our consciousness must entirely cease so that a new one based on the perceptible objects, perceptible reality can arise. So every moment, all of our mind must totally be destroyed so that a new one can arise based on the external objects. We must entirely cease, die, destroy, so that we can get the new data.